Do you want to die in EFT? Don't level your endurance skill and you're likely to increase your chances. There's a lot of information out there on how best to level it, but is it all accurate, up to date, and are the mechanics from those sources correct? For example, does whether or not you're running or walking matter for how much you level up endurance if you travel the same distance? How far do you have to go to get one skill point? Is the air filter still bugged? Does using an SJ6 to start your raid help you gain endurance quicker? Hello everyone, this is cztl, and today we're going to be giving you the answers to those questions, as well as giving you the best way to level up endurance. In order to understand the answers to these questions, let me quickly summarize how skill leveling works. Specifically for endurance. You gain skill points for walking or running underweight. That is when the weight displayed on your PMC is colored in white instead of yellow or red. When you start a raid, each skill's leveling speed will go through different phases. We have the initial boost phase for the first skill point, the neutral phase for the second skill point, and the diminishing returns phase for all skill points after that. You can see these icons and what phase you're in if you go to your character's skills tab in Raid. You can exit the diminishing returns phase after 200 seconds of not doing any activity that adds points toward that, according to the wiki. Once a skill enters diminishing returns, it exponentially decreases the amount of skill points gained. You can see that in this chart for sprinting endurance skill point gains. This can occur over multiple sprints, but walking would affect this chart differently. It shows how you start to rapidly decrease your endurance skill points you earn after sprinting about 200 meters. There is a way to reset your progress on this chart though. If you go overweight or stand completely still, you can reset the diminishing returns to a degree if you spend 200 seconds not leveling endurance. After 3 minutes and 20 seconds, your level multiplier goes back to neutral, and the graph looks like this. Now that we understand how leveling works, let's see if you gain more skill points traveling the same amount of distance sprinting versus walking. Walking gives you a skill point after about 150 meters without the air filter, and when I adjust for the 129% bonus. Running, on the other hand, gives you a skill point after around 32 meters adjusting for the bonus. So, sprinting helps level endurance more efficiently than walking.
Smooth like butter.
Now that we have established how the basic endurance mechanics works, we can analyze the next claim from 2 videos that seek to help you gain endurance faster, that have over 200,000 views in total. These videos claim that using stimps such as the SJ6 in the beginning of a raid will help you earn skill points more quickly because skill points aren't counted until your sprint ends, and that you can run further while your boost phase is active.
Fuck off!
There are 2 claims to analyze here. Skill points not being credited until after your sprint ends, and if that's true, that using an SJ6 will give you more skill points because you can't exit the boost phase of skill leveling, and therefore you get 129% bonus for a much longer sprint distance. Let's first test your skill points not updating until your sprint ends with the following exercise. If you hit tab before you're done sprinting, it will actually show you your prior skill points. For instance, I'll run a sprint right now and that will give me some strength. And it shouldn't update right away. So my strength right now is 68.6. And instead of stopping running, I'm just gonna hit tab, 68.6. And then I'm gonna hit tab again, and it's 71.9. So it didn't get applied right away. This means that the SJ6 could, in theory, help us have the boost phase last longer, but let's test it. Now, we know that walking and running give different amounts of endurance XP for the same distance traveled. So we need to stop while we regain our stamina when not using the SJ6, so that we're sprinting the entire distance that we did with the SJ6. This will tell us if the bonus leveling phase applies to the whole first sprint. Now, to the test. So we're going to see where we get to with the SJ6, and then we're going to run that exact same distance without it in a different raid. 58.7, and let's start running. Alright, so like right to the end of this broken fence. And we went up to 66 point. Ooh, and spot. So no SJ6, we're just gonna run along. Alright, now we're starting at 58.7 again. Stop here to take in the nice scenery. Oh, gotta stop twice.
We are coming! Do you understand me? Negative.
What do we got for skills? 66.8. I think the other one was 66.7. So I think this one is properly debunked. So while the SJ6 helps, it helps by forcing you not to walk, instead of giving you more of the skill boost phase. Theory debunked.
You were gonna pay for this
Now
bullshit.
moving on to the air filtration unit. Does the air filter still work as soon as you build it, regardless of if it has a filter in it or not? I'll save you the time of showing you my test footage and say that it does still give you the minimum 40% bonus as soon as you build it as of October 12, 2022, regardless of if you have an air filter in it or if the power's running. And that bonus gets higher as you level hideout management. So yes, it's still bugged, but bugged in a beneficial way. But how does this bonus work in terms of the rate that you gain endurance XP? Does it make you reach diminishing returns faster? Or is it a straight multiplier given to the amount of points that you would have gotten if you didn't have it? To test this, two PMCs will run the exact same distance for 2 consecutive sprints that would bring them into diminishing returns. One has the air filter built, the other does not. We will then multiply the skill points from the PMC without the air filter by 1.465, which is the filter bonus, and see if they match. Here, no air filter PMC started at 2.1 and ended at 6, giving 3.9 skill points, while filtration PMC started at 62.9 and ended at 68.6, giving 5.7 skill points. 3.9 times 1.46 is almost exactly 5.7. Starting at the same skill points that they ended last sprint, they ended this sprint with 7.3 and 70.5 respectively, netting 1.3 versus 1.9, which is almost exactly 1.465, so I'm concluding that the air filter gives you a flat multiplier.
You're good.
Knowing these mechanics can really help you optimize the amount of points per raid. For example, always go in underweight, ideally just barely underweight. Do a full sprint in the beginning of the raid, don't walk at all. Try to pick up something as soon as you're done sprinting yourself to be overweight. Record the time, drop things, and go underweight after 3 minutes and 20 seconds. Dropping your bag in fights is a good way to do this passively. And have quick raids so that you can get that bonus multiplier more. What I personally think the best way to do to level endurance is to go onto dead servers and do nighttime factory raids. You load in just underweight, do a full sprint, kill a scav, and then run to extract. On occasion, I will loot something and go overweight, and then I will stay in for an additional 3 minutes and 20 seconds. Head to extract, drop some stuff to make me underweight again, do a full sprint, and extract.
I don't fucking know shit.
The first method nets me 6.8 skill points, and the next one nets me over 11 skill points for 3 to 7 minutes, including queue time. Not too shabby, am I right?
No fucking way.
Anyways, get out there, use these tools, and get those endurance skill points you so desperately need. If you think I missed any tips, put them in the comments. Thank you for watching, smash the like out of that shit button, subscribe to stay in the know, and I will see you on the battlefield. cztl out.